Hey everyone, hope everyone is having a fantastic day. This is just a little my thoughts on the episode 1 of season 2 of the Mandalorian. And sorry for the little mix-up delay. There's been some technical issues with why I hadn't uploaded some videos to YouTube. My upload speed apparently is not good at all for YouTube. So for the time being, till I can kind of change it, I'm going to make smaller kind of YouTube videos. But I'm going to leave a link to my to the full podcast under this YouTube video. So if you want to listen to the full fleshed out thoughts and of the episode and beyond, take a listen to the full podcast at Sweet Star Wars Delight. But here I'm going to make a few smaller videos just to kind of pieces of the things that I was trying to say in that podcast, things that I found interesting or cool. So just my big thoughts from the season premiere of The Mandalorian. Fantastic, by the way. One of my favorite episodes of the whole series so far. And it was, the scale of it was massive. I love the fact that I was a little hesitant in going back to Tatooine, but this episode on Tatooine was far superior. Because the first season where we went to Tatooine, that was my least favorite. I know I'm not the only one in that category. I still liked it, but it's my least favorite. But this one was vastly better. We delved so much more into. We had such a better story for this episode going back to Tatooine. Fleshing out the Tusken Raiders a lot more. We began on that in that episode last season when we went to Tatooine. We seen how they're not all as they seem from the past. You know, Mandalorian communicated sign language with them and peacefully arranged an agreement for them to pass through their land. And in this episode, they come to an agreement with the townspeople in order to take out the Krayt Dragon. And they're more civil than, yes, they're brutal, but they're more, you see them in a different light, all thanks to this episode, compared to what we used to think and see of them before. I mean, you even see them brushing the bantha's teeth, so they care. It's just a totally different way, and I love how they brought that to the surface in this episode, and gave them a whole new light. Also, Cobb Vanth was fantastic. Timothy Oliphant did a phenomenal job as Cobb Vanth. I love the flashback. We got to see how he became what he was today when we caught up to him. The story of getting that armor and freeing his town was quite cool. And the fact that we get a book character from one of the Star Wars books, kind of minor character, brought to the forefront of the season premiere of The Mandalorian season 2. The fact that it's in the Star Wars television show, the fact that somebody like him can come in opens the door for so many other possibilities through books and games and other avenues, comics, and other avenues to come into live action television or movies. So it opens the gates wide up as far as that is concerned. And the Krayt Dragon was insane. We never really got to see it much. It's taken from that mission on KOTOR, where you had to kill the Krayt Dragon. A lot of influence from that, and even used part of the same scream that Obi-Wan used to mimic the Krayt Dragon from A New Hope. I think they mixed that one with another. They mixed it with another sound too to make it kind of morphed into this new sound when we actually see the Krayt Dragon. So yeah, and it was massive. The scale of it was it was insane. So I love this first episode. The Tuskens were a highlight to me. Poor Banthas, so many Banthas died. And Tuskens too. Cobb Vanth was great. Loved his backstory. how they brought that to light. And I don't think we've seen the last of Cobb Vanth. I think he's gonna show back up somehow. Oh, and I forgot Boba Fett at the end. Yes, insane. Just as a huge thing to get you sucked into the season, just like at the beginning of the first season. Yeah, Baby Yoda suck you in, get you hooked. Boba Fett does that for this season. I think they're going to stretch this out over when he comes in. I don't know, and we don't know what role he'll play. If he'll be still kind of along the bounty hunter path, or if he's changed his ways and is living a totally different life. But why is he still on Tatooine after all this time? After getting out of the Sarlacc pit, we don't know, because he was dressed in robes, and so we don't know that yet. That'll be interesting to see what he's like and when he comes into the story, either piece by piece here and there, or more fully on another episode. So those are my thoughts on the Marshal season premiere of The Mandalorian season 2. This is the way.